Hey guys, how's it going? I'm in a different setting right now because I'm about to sit down and go through and make comments on my first movie that I released on YouTube, that is Beast. So we have 7 movies out there, actually 8, including the movie that we made like back in 6th grade. So this Beast movie was made 3 years after that, and you can, as you watch this, you can kind of see I kind of took a lot of the same stuff subconsciously. I wasn't actually trying to do the same thing, but it's the same kind of concept, like a monster you don't see and not very well made. It's very similar in that regard. But we had fun making it, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are opening up with the classic Excalibur logo. This is actually meant to be sort of like the Excalibur, or the Universal logo. That's why it's the same thing. That's when we made movies back in 4th and 5th grade and whatnot. We actually used the music from the Universal logo. That's why this is sort of an homage to that. But we always wanted to have like swords in there, because that's what Excalibur is, King Arthur's sword. We've always wanted to add that in there, but we don't have the budget, I guess. So that's why it looks like that. Opening credits are very bland. The classic opening shot of the character waking up in the morning.
Hey Mom. Yeah. Thanks for
you got. A lot of people have made note that the camera that I filmed on in this movie and in Midnight Priority, there's a lot of freeze frame moments, I guess, at the beginning and end of every single shot, and that's because this camera that I used is not really. They think it's because it's my editing, or because of Windows Movie Maker, which those aren't top-notch things. But this camera is actually the reason, because it's not really made for short filmmaking. It's basically for vacation footage, to be honest. So yeah, this whole movie was filmed in the first month or 2 of my freshman year of high school. That was not a good shot right there. I'm decked out in twins garb. And I don't know what was going on with that phone ring right there. Doesn't sound realistic at all.
Hey Gordon.
Gordon, do you realize it's Halloween?
Gordon also lives in my house, because we, I guess, didn't try to get very creative with our settings.
So amazing that I have to tell you in person to see your glorious reaction.
Okay, where should we meet?
We had to actually do that take of him saying that many times.
See you in a bit.
And this is an elementary school in Eden Prairie. Oh, that's very shaky camera work. Lots of dialogue is cut off here. You notice in this scene, you'll notice in this scene that we look extremely sweaty, because even though this is like October, it was like an 80-degree day and we're decked out in jeans and sweaters and whatnot. That's why we're all sweaty.
Hey, Gordon, wait a minute.
She was also in Paranormal Squad. So I think this might have been a day that we were also filming on that.
I'm having a costume party at my house tonight, and I was wondering if you wanted to come. I'm gonna be a sexy cop.
Cool. Well, actually, me and my friend are gonna stay up all night watching horror movies.
Yeah, this whole movie was basically filmed on the same days, or at least same weekends that Paranormal Squad was being shot. It just kind of worked out better for everybody. I mean, this is before we had jobs, so we didn't really have a lot of structure, but still weekends worked out, you know, best.
I already put together everything we need for the night. Let's go.
This movie was not super difficult to shoot because
We've got a cooler full
I don't know.
of soda,
It's basically my
chips,
first effort at
dip,
making a film that's
pillow,
scripted
sleeping bag,
and planned out
flashlight,
with
headlamp,
shots and
pocket knife,
multiple camera
bag
angles,
full
because
of the
my
greatest
movies
horror
prior to
movies
this
the
were just
world has to
basically
offer.
we only did one
And a
take.
bar of lotion.
The script was basically just in my head.
What? It gets
So
dry
this
time of
movie
year.
was
The
sort of
skin
just a
won't
stepping stone for me. I don't
moisturize
really
itself.
consider this a good movie at all.
So, how are we
but-
getting there?
I'm glad you asked, my friend. We are taking my dad's old car. And the best part is, he only drives it in the summer. He won't even know it's gone.
Genius. Wait. can you
Brilliant
drive?
acting from both of us in this
I
scene.
have a permit.
Know how to drive?
Yes. Now come on, let's get going.
More camera
Takes a couple hours to
cut-offs.
get there.
Awesome. I'm ready when you are.
Just help me put the stuff in the trunk and we're out of here.
This shot's okay, actually. It's alright. But also, like, the way that light comes in, it's kind of harsh and it doesn't work. The camera that I used was not very good. I definitely could have made a better effort for a lot of the shots and locations and acting in this movie, but, you know,
Are you ready for this, Gordy?
Put us in
the thing is, a lot of it was rushed, even the writing, because we wanted to do a Halloween double feature, and Andrew started making Paranormal Squad a little bit before this. But he started writing and filming. Well, actually, he started filming a lot way before me, but he started writing maybe like a week before I did, because like I always wanted to do like a monster movie just for fun. And so I just like, hey, we could do like a double feature thing, release both these movies on Halloween. And he was down for it, so that's what ended up happening. But that's the problem with this. This movie was just so rushed. It was put together in a couple weekends, and overall, just I don't know. But yeah, this is obviously, this whole scene is in the back seat of the car, and we're reading off the script, so that's not too admirable.
Dream sequels or collaborations for movies?
Yes, I'll go first. You know how psyched I am for Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, well, who isn't?
Right? Anyways,
Back when we didn't know what The Force Awakens would be. Some of us were impressed, some were not as much.
Whatever.
Good points. I can see that being
This scene
a
was
movie.
pretty fun to write, though,
My
I
dream
will say
sequel
that.
would never happen,
Just
but I would love it
being
so
able
much
to
if Michael Keaton
talk
and
about
Tim Burton
movies
got
within a
back.
movie. Yeah, I don't know, it was fun. And that's my dad driving right there. I do have my
You know
permit
what?
now, and you do
This
see me
weekend
drive
when
in
we get
Modern
home,
Renegade, but
we
this
should
whole scene right here
start
in this movie is just us in the back seat with my dad driving.
Which movies did you bring?
Only the best of the best, my friend.
Lay it on me.
Okay, we'll start it off easy by watching The Sixth Sense. Then we'll watch Psycho, The Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, The Shining, and to top it off, Halloween.
We're not getting very creative with our horror movie list right there. That's straight from the IMDb top 10 horror movies. Whatever. It's an little jiggle there, but it's an okay shot. We're clearly not moving there, and we're clearly in a different car because the black leather instead of tan leather.
You did not just shart in my dad's car, did you?
And there's the immature fart joke. Cinematic genius right there.
Nope, it was dry.
Yeah. Yep, I would never put anything like that into one of my movies ever again, I promise.
Could you grab me the
Too
back
cringe.
part of the glove compartment, please?
Sure. Yeah, here you go.
Super long shot of me opening the map. That's why I had to cut it down.
Why don't we ask that guy over there?
How convenient.
Hey, come here, buddy. Hey.
Howdy there. What brings you boys to
There's my friend Kyle. You saw him in Queen of Quests and also in Modern Renegade.
On the map it says Pinewood Trail is around here anywhere, but I can't seem to find it.
Oh yeah, I know the place. It's right down the street. Just
He's
keep
reading off the
driving
script
down
right
this
there.
way until you see a stop sign. Then you're gonna take a right. It'll take you right into the forest. That's about a 45-minute drive until you find yourself at your cabin.
It's a long line though, I get it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh wait, listen. Before you boys go in there, I should warn you.
About what?
Recently, people in town have been talking of a creature that lives in the woods, by your cabin.
What do you mean?
There's music that starts playing here. That's why the dialogue starts getting quieter.
Well, then how do I know you're not...
You can't really, the song's not too loud, so it's not too obvious, but and the thing is, this was before I knew kind of like the ins and outs of copyright on YouTube, so all the music in this movie is Kevin MacLeod music. So that's why it's not the highest, most cinematic quality, but whatever. The man does his job and provided some decent music. So this right here is some of the actual out and about we did. There's not much, but this is some of it. The majority of this movie is shot either in my house or in my backyard, which is pathetic if you ask me.
What was that?
We're out of gas.
But definitely these movies benefit
sucks.
once you
Oh well.
You're not worried that
once you
we're
get
stuck
older
here
and
now?
you can start
Not really,
when you can
man.
get your
I mean,
permit and
we're
whatnot.
here,
Because now
aren't
and
Just
especially when I
worry
get my
about it tomorrow,
license, I'll be
enjoy
able to
the
do
trip.
like pretty much anything.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
That's a decent shot right there, but it's not on the tripod, so it could have benefited from that. Back to my backyard. This is the clubhouse that my dad built me and my brother when I was probably like 9, maybe 8, I don't know.
So how old is this place?
Not that old. My grandpa bought it when he had my mom. Not many people know it's here. Which is what makes it perfect for our epic Halloween party marathon.
Awesome. It's perfect.
See, I don't like how the subtitles come up towards, like, zoom in. Like, that's just really corny. Not much to admire there. This is an okay shot as well. And definitely I would have shown the creature if I had any kind of money to do so. But all I could really afford is the claws of the beast, and that works okay, but like definitely if I could have gotten some sort of animatronic or puppet, obviously I would.
It's 8:30. Sun came down a couple minutes ago. Should we get started?
This was at the tail end of one of our
Yeah,
like 16-hour days of filming both this and Paranormal Squad. It was a long day, and I believe Andrew slept over that night just because it was so long, and then I think we watched Ghostbusters 2, because this was literally like the day,
Ha ha. Do you turn off
Couple
the
days
lights
before
to try to
Halloween.
Scare me?
No, I didn't touch anything.
It's not turning on.
Maybe the power went out.
this is the first
Yeah, maybe.
scare scene, I suppose, in the movie.
I'll go check the fuse box. See if there's anything obvious that I could fix.
That's just bad writing right there. Let's go see if there's anything obvious I can fix. Oh, it's gone.
What happened? The fuse box was right here.
And then the camera's all fuzzed out.
So what's the deal?
You just go get your phone. Use your phone light so we can see each other. The entire fuse box is gone. I don't know what to say. It's
A little voice
completely
crack
gone.
right there.
Well,
My God.
I guess we can't watch any movies. Should we just go home?
No,
The scene's
I
okay,
don't think we
but
should.
it's just
It's still fun to be here.
the whole camera
Hey, I got an idea. We got
quality
lights.
and whatnot just
Why don't we
always
tell
bothers
ghost
me throughout the
stories?
whole movie.
What was that?
I don't really know, Ford, but I'm not really in the mood for ghost stories anymore.
Agreed. I'm locking the door.
I say we stay in here for the night and figure it out in the morning.
But yeah, I think I wrote the
Okay.
script for this movie in
That
probably
works
like
for me.
2
night.
weeks,
Good
but
night.
also like maybe 3, but it was very spread out. I didn't really spend much time on it.
Oh, all right.
There's one scene I spent a good amount of time writing, but that's it really. There's back when my hair had a curl to it that I could do nothing about.
Well, maybe we can walk to a gas
I've
station.
never had that
bring back
problem
some
since
fuel.
then, so I don't know what's going on, but
We have to walk the length of a marathon just
no
to get
matter
out
what
of
I
these
did, I
woods.
could not get rid of
Forget
that
it, I'm
curl.
calling my mom.
Ford, she's gonna ground you for life.
And that's
I
actually
am
not
not
my
gonna
phone
walk
right
for
there, that's
3
an
hours.
iPod.
There's no service out here.
Horror 101. The phone doesn't work.
We are stuck here with nothing to do.
Well, don't forget about the creepy thing in the woods.
Well, maybe it only comes out at night, whatever it is.
Or if it doesn't, well, at least we can see it. Let's just go back to the cabin.
See, now we're back in the other, that was back in the other car again, so we swapped between cars, and that's not acceptable. I don't know why Andrew moves closer to me there, but alright.
Breakfast. Just a couple bags of chips.
That's so you can't, that's not believable at all. Like,
Sounded close by.
the beast would have to be right next to them for it to sound that good. I had no way of making it sound like echoed or in the background, I guess. This shot's okay. That one's not. That was a really choppy transition. Also, that's decent, but it could have benefited from being on a tripod. You don't really have much time to process what just happened there. There's not really much suspense or horror, but you know, we were rushed.
What happened? I saw it, Gordon. Saw what? The thing that's been making noises and taking our electricity. It's an animal or something.
You missed half the line there because
It was
of
a
my
creature.
camera.
It doesn't matter. It's dangerous and we need to leave. It wants to kill us. It tried to get me close enough so it could kill me. I'm sure of it.
Slow down, Ford.
You're not listening to me, Gordon. If we stay here, we are going to die.
Where do we go?
Looking for help. Maybe there's a shortcut out of this.
And you know, I'm very
Fine.
grateful that, you know, Andrew and all my friends agreed to be in this movie and whatnot, but Andrew's even admitted to me that he, like, this isn't his best performance. He's like, I don't know, I think he just may have had his movie on his mind, and that's fine, but definitely both of our acting in this movie is not too good. We've definitely improved over time with our acting, and actually pretty much everything else we've also improved in. Well, there's the houses in the background when we're supposed to be in the dead of the woods.
Just the tent that's already in there and then some food.
The same growl every time. No alteration.
Out of here!
This is a decent little montage, but the camera's so low because I'm desperate not to show any of the houses in my neighborhood. Yeah, why didn't I don't know why I didn't just go to the park or woods nearby. I don't know, we were just in a hurry, I suppose. That's why there's a lot of these low angles. And that shot right there is completely out of place. It's all like straight shots, and then all of a sudden this POV shaky cam shot that doesn't really fit, and then this is all calm right here. Doesn't really work. Oh, pathetic. In the script, that was supposed to be a lot more intense, like some kind of big log that I'm like running full speed and trip on full on, but you know, when you play with the cards you're dealt.
Keep an eye out and tell me if you hear it coming or see anything.
Yeah, same goes for you.
Come on.
That might be me making the growling right now. I don't know.
Good night, Gordon.
Good night, Ford. Don't leave your tent tonight. Just stay silent and go to sleep.
Yeah, works for me.
Again, I could have definitely come up with better ways to transition to the next day instead of just having a thing that says the next morning.
I'll be back.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
What are you doing?
and there's the cabin right there.
Going to take a piss. What?
Then I have to go with you to watch your back.
No way, man. I'm not going that far anyways. Chill, I'll be fine. I'll
Here
be back
comes
in a
my
minute.
super dramatic death scene.
Gordon, is that you? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm fine. I can't pee if you're watching me.
Oh man, the acting there.
Ford!
Yeah, but this is later in the production. I suppose this is closer to
Time to get out of here.
closer to Halloween. Here's Andrew's hardcore mountain hiking montage. Decent shot, but also could have used a tripod. There's someone in the background. I don't know who that is. Some Paranormal Squad cast members, most likely. Don't know why he spat out half that jug, but whatever. And yeah, you can tell I messed up his hair right there and got leaves in it to just make it look more down and dirty, I guess. One of the inspirations for some of these scenes was The Revenant, because I hadn't seen the movie yet, but I had seen the trailers and whatnot, and I was just I don't know, that whole wild wilderness stuff was in the moment. Not good camera work, but I do like that way of introducing Ethan's character. He's shooting from across the river. I stand by that, but definitely the shots could have been better.
Boy, you don't belong in these woods. It's dangerous. I know. You don't know what I've been
There's
through.
my house in the
Just
background.
please help me. Where are you taking me? Someplace safe.
Someplace safe. The same tent that Gordon and Ford were using earlier in the movie. And the pipe was just kind of like a fun add-in just to make it more, I guess like The Revenant. I don't even know what I was thinking, but the pipe was just a sort of a character trait that I wanted to add in.
Gordon. Wayne Garfield. Nice to meet you.
Wayne Garfield.
If you don't mind me asking, who are you? Why do you live
Oh, in
out
this
here?
scene, we had to do so
Where's that
many
thing in the
takes
woods?
because Andrew
The
could not
monster.
stop laughing for some reason.
Tell you what,
He
Gordon,
claims it's
you give
because
me
he
your
was
story,
tired, but
and I'll give you mine. Deal?
might have just been the whole concept
Okay.
of the movie. It was
Well,
very
I got stranded in
laughable.
these
So
woods and I've been chased by that
who
monster
knows?
for the
But
last
yeah,
couple
this
of
scene was
days.
hard to
I
direct
need
because
to get home.
we only had so much time. There's
More
leaf
detail.
blowers
How do you
going,
get here?
people mowing their
There's nothing but
lawns in the
trees around here
background
for
outside my
miles.
house, and
I came up
Andrew's
here with my
cracking up.
friend.
It was very
My
frustrating.
friend's family has
But
a cabin that they only use during the summer.
we ended up
So my
up
friend and I
with
thought
a
it'd be great
usable
idea to come up
scene.
here on Halloween and stay up all night watching horror movies.
So we drove up here and we were all ready to have fun. When, well, I guess you could say things went downhill fast.
What happened to your friend?
He's gone. The monster killed him.
Well, I know the beast.
Both these guys had to
What
read
happened?
right off the script in this whole scene, so that's what they're looking at. They're looking at a script because we didn't have much time, and then also they just the few times we tried to memorize it, they didn't. I guess they couldn't really, because we didn't have much time, so that's the main thing.
They tried to kill me, but I managed to escape. All it gave me was a scar on my leg. A couple days later, the police found her body. They couldn't tell what happened to her, but they found some of my fingerprints on her.
This whole scene is sort of inspired by Jaws. Like a main thing of this movie is a lot of the concepts in this movie were inspired by Jaws. You know, unseen creature.
I managed to get this.
You know, this whole monologue is inspired by Quint from Jaws and his recounting of what happened to the Indianapolis. Very much inspired by that.
But justice will be served.
So what have you been doing every day since your daughter died?
Ever since the beast killed my daughter, I've devoted most of my time to trying to find a way to hunt and kill it. I haven't had much
I think I did an
success,
okay job
but I have
coming up
will,
with
and I will find a way to do
his
so.
character and like what he's trying to do and whatnot. I think that turns out okay, but dialogue definitely could be improved. Monologues aren't always the best way to get across information in movies.
And what is it that you know about it? What is it?
This is a lot of exposition, and that's just not always the best way to do
To
it.
be honest, I have no idea what it is. I've always just called it the beast. I've seen enough times to know what it looks like, but its strong suit is camouflage. It likes to intimidate you. It leaves claw marks in trees to let you know there is 5 individual marks. Then it'll make you think it's in one place when it's actually in the other. It creates the illusion that it can be in 2 places at once.
How have you survived this whole time knowing that?
If you have a mirror or anything that gives off a reflection, you can use it to look in the direction you think it's in and see if it's really there.
Well, I don't want to be in this forest any longer than I have to. When can you show me the way out of this forest, Wayne?
Slow down there, Junior. What about the beast?
What about it? I'll get the military or SWAT team to send someone in and take it out or something.
Oh man.
Authorities will never believe you if you
Yep,
tell them
he's
about
just
it.
gonna tell the military there's a beast in the woods. Oh yep, sure, we'll bring all of our nukes, all of our artillery,
That thing is
whatever we
dangerous.
have to.
I want out of here now.
Trust a 15-year-old kid
I'll help you get out of these
to tell you
conditions.
Name it.
what's up.
Once I get you out of here, you'll never tell anyone about me or where I am. And you're gonna help me find the beast and kill it.
I don't know.
It's my way or the highway.
Don't know what that mouth thing was, but it's supposed to be hesitating, thinking it over. That's what that's supposed to convey. Finally, not a shot with a house in the background.
This is what beast track looks like. Learn it, remember it, but don't rely on it. I know from experience.
Beast track is just a pile of mud in the woods, I guess. I think I tried to actually make a claw mark, but you can't really tell in the movie. Very jarring tripod work there.
Then we'll bring the beast to us. How so? The beast is a carnivore. It will practically eat anything that moves.
So we're gonna kill an animal?
Exactly. We're gonna catch ourselves some bait. It'll bring the beast right to it. The idea is that we shoot the largest one we see. The more meat there is,
But yeah, this whole scene was shot on like a Sunday afternoon, like in 2 hours or something. That's why this upcoming scene seems rushed.
I have an idea. Deer go crazy.
Oh yeah, we did like, you can see Andrew cracking up there because we did like that took like 3 takes and he kept cracking up every time. It was the same day as we filmed that tent monologue. He had the giggles.
Now the beast will be here in no time.
I don't like that. I don't know what's up with that shot.
Realize
But
that we were no match for this thing.
Kid, without me, you'll never find a way out of here. You need to remember your priorities.
And there's my trampoline right there in the corner. The music choice here, I think, is decent. And that's a decent shot. But it could have used a tripod and a slower zoom.
What's gonna happen?
The 5 claws!
Where are you, bastard? I see it. It's over there. No, it's behind you.
This is what I told you about. It makes you think it's in 2 places at once. We can find out which one is the real one. Quick, do you have a mirror or anything reflective?
There's nothing. There's got to be something at my friend's cabin that we can use.
That's not gonna do us any good now, is it? We're screwed!
Yeah, this is not well made right here. And the blood right there is supposed to be coming up from it, like splashing up from his chest, but oh, you can see an extension cord there, which we were using to charge the camera. But yeah, the blood there was supposed to be like, the idea is supposed to be that the beast was clawing his chest and the blood was gushing out up onto his face. But we had no way of doing that without a tube and a big gallon of blood, so I had to like just drip it onto his face. And it's not drinkable, I guess, so we had to be careful to wash that out right away after he had that in his mouth. I've never tried it myself, but from what I've heard, it tasted terrible. That cut there is two different shots, and you can't really tell, so I'm somewhat proud of that. There's a similar shot in Queen of Quests. That's also an okay shot, but the whole rushed climax, and this ends the movie right here because this we had a few people who had to like leave in like a half hour, and they had to film the whole thing for Paranormal Squad, so that's why this whole thing is really quick.
Yes!
No one knows what it is. No one knows why.
The closing narration from Ford.
Where it is. All we
It's supposed to be kind of like a Twilight Zone type thing. Like
living where it wants to.
that show's been like actually a big inspiration for me. That has come up again in Midnight Priority, and that freeze frame ending in horror movies, like that's been done before in I think a lot of like 70s horror movies and 80s horror movies. You see that like quite often, where it ends with a freeze frame. And there it is. Alright guys, so that's our first film in our commentary series, Beast. So yeah, overall, I did have fun making the movie, but it was just very rushed. I didn't really know what I was doing. Even though I had made plenty of movies before, this is the first time I made it with an actual like planned out, typed up script, and with a camera that it's a digital camera and it had multiple angles, and so you can see that's a very much a first-time effort. First time I'd ever edited anything on Windows Movie Maker, so you can kind of see a lot of the experimentation there. But definitely, I think I definitely taught myself with both my other movies, and I'm continuing to try and do new things and go in new directions with and see what I can create. But yeah, that's Beast. I had a good time with my friends. I'm glad that people have been nice about what they said about the movie, but I know it's not good. You guys know it's not good. But yeah, just that's Beast. It's a fun time, I suppose, but yeah, I'm definitely not really that proud of it per se. But yeah, this is our commentary series, the first one. So now after this, you will be seeing Andrew's Paranormal Squad commentary, a far superior film to Beast, definitely. A lot funnier, a lot even you might even argue it might be even scarier. But yeah, that's a good film. I can't wait to see what Andrew says to as for insights and for side notes on Paranormal Squad. I'm looking forward to what he has to say. And then we'll going back. I'll do Midnight Priority. Then we'll Dancing with Zombies, so forth and so on, all the way up into our new movies. So yeah, and then also, guys, we got some reviews coming up. War for the Planet of the Apes. I hope to see Baby Driver sometime. Because the problem is I'm not 17 yet, so that's why I haven't seen it yet. Like my parents wouldn't be interested in going to it. So when I turn 17 on next Tuesday, then if it's still at the theater, I'm going to try and see it. I'll put out a review as soon as I can. Yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes, like I said, a couple other TV show reviews. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You made it through, and I'll see you next time.